Hey lovely sexy hobby people, welcome to today's video, which is going to be a flick through Airfix Club Magazine issue 14. I didn't get my Airfix Club membership until a bit later on in the year, so I've probably missed an issue or two. But on the front cover we've got Ode to the Few, great artwork of Hurricanes and Spitfires by the look of it, taking on Messerschmitts and Heineken HE 111s. So let's get into it. We got the Chinook helicopter there, and is that a Delta Dart? I actually don't know. Competition on the inside page. Right, plain facts. Have drill MiG. So what's this? So this is just an article about the MiG, in particular the MiG-17 Fresco. Cold War adversary, the Mikoyan-Gurevich MiG-17 Fresco was a fast, high subsonic fighter jet which was designed to combat the potential threat posed by large-scale Western bomber incursions into Soviet airspace. Although not exactly intended as a dogfighter, the MiG-17 has an extremely manoeuvrable aircraft and would prove to be feared adversary for much more Western designs during the Vietnam conflict. So there you go. So some examples there, and then Mikoyan-Gurevich MiG-17F Fresco. Have drill program, Area 51, Groom Lake, Nevada, United States of America, 1969. So obviously this must have been a captured example that they were using for evaluation. We have a spot the difference. Okay, so some of these are going to be really easy. Like for example, there's somebody seems to replace his helmet with an orange hard hat there that you'd find on a building site. Right, the Secret Modeler. The Southwest Model Show is a great event which I attend twice a year, held at the Tank Museum in Bovington. I get to meet some very talented modelers. We have the opportunity to show off our models and allowed over models to get inspirations. But this model show was marred for me because of an incident with one of my models. Okay, that doesn't sound good. Right. Oh, so this guy had made the Airfix Ferret Scout car, and as he was removing it from the box and putting it on the table, he caught it on the box edge, which meant it dropped out of his hand and smashed on the floor. So a shame. I always hate that when you drop something. There's that sinking feeling that you get. What to see at Royal Air Force Museum Midlands. Airfix heads to the RAF Museum Midlands for the first in a new video series. Okay, I think I've seen some of these where they're having like a little tour around different aircraft. The Airfix YouTube channel has long been a hub for modelers, aviation buffs and military vehicle enthusiasts, with a wide selection of detailed tutorials for both newcomers and seasoned builders, plus unboxings that offer a closer look at the sprues before you commit to a new kit. It's an essential resource for the modelling community. Recently, the channel has taken flight, quite literally, by venturing beyond the workbench to visit some of the UK's leading aviation and military museums. These behind-the-scenes tours offer viewers the chance to experience the very places that inspire the kits they build. In this first instalment of our new museum tour series, we visited RAF Museum Midlands, a must-see for anyone with a passion for aviation history or model making, from Cold War giants to iconic World War II fighters. The museum is packed with aircraft that are inspirational as they are informative. The full video tour is now available on the Airfix YouTube channel, giving viewers a chance to preview the exhibits and explore the stories behind them. So there you go. Andy's Airfix Treasures, talking about Airfix's history and some of the things that they had used and produced over the years. There's an article on Claire Hartley, a passion for photographing aeroplanes, I should say. So she was a judge in the 2024 competition, and this is obviously just an article about her. Some of the photographs are quite nice. I like this solitary Lancaster over, doesn't say where it's over actually. Typhoon. Okay. Battle of Britain 85, remembering the few. So obviously this would be the article for following on from the front cover. Talking about radars. The international undertaking that was the RAF that fought in the Battle of Britain, you know, with Polish, Czechoslovakian, French, you know, Dutch, Belgium nationalities. So yeah, a brief history of it. Then talking about VE Day, and it looks like they're concentrating on B-17 here. Talking about the missions that in the in spring 1945, where American bombers flew over Holland, dropping food parcels in Operation Manna. This if you've seen Masters of the Air, you'll see a little bit more on that particular operation, because it is mentioned in the later episodes. Duxford's welcomes the other B-17. So that's Swedish markings. One of the most important venues for historic aviation to be found anywhere in the world, the Imperial War Museum Airfield at Duxford in Cambridgeshire is familiar to millions of people, as are some of the iconic aircraft it provides a home for. Both static exhibits and airworthy warbirds. One of the airfield's most famous residents is the only airworthy B-17G Flying Fortress outside the US, and as such can boast an army of dedicated followers who this year will be celebrating dual anniversaries for this magnificent aircraft. In addition to being the year of her 80th birthday, 2025, will also see Sally B commemorating 50 years since her arrival in the UK. But she wasn't the only B-17 on the display programme on that occasion, with her rival being a rare Scandinavian type, one which was making only its second ever appearance at a UK air show. The Saab B-17 in its dive bomber configuration, and the S-17 for reconnaissance and spotting duties. So there you go. And there are some great photographs of it here. Desert Spitfire. So, after enduring months of long dark nights and very little in the way of aviation action to enjoy, there's nothing quite like getting that first airshow event of the year under our belts, particularly if it's one which benefits from unseasonably good weather conditions, as has now become something of a show tradition. The event, which took the responsibility for getting us all off and running in 2025 was the Shuttleworth Collection's season premiere air show, the first full air show event of the year, despite the fact that nearby Duxford held one of their flying days the previous day, as that was not an air show event as such. So some nice photographs of this Spitfire in the desert colours here. This well-travelled fighter would subsequently be one of 135 Spitfires passed on to the South African Air Force, packed for the sea journey in early April 1948 and arriving in Cape Town around 3 weeks later. Some of these aircraft were supplied free of charge, and 53 were actually flown down to their new owners. Obviously, Lima Zulu 842 was not one of these. So that's her registration. Cool. Lightning from the Shadows at former RAF Bimbrook. Nice article on the English Electric Lightning. And then we have a great piece of artwork of B-17s in formation, dropping their loads over potentially Germany during the war. Fantastic. Right, so yeah, there you go. That was Airfix Club Magazine number 14. Hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you in the next video. All right, take care. Bye-bye.